love octave pedals.
Yeah. That's it? Okay, so Gary Holt is in the house, man.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine. You're on tour with Exodus.
Yes, I am.
Legendary Bay Area thrash band.
Thank you for that. Yeah, just started.
How's the tour going?
Great. We're all still super jet lagged.
Yeah.
As you get older, it gets harder and harder to overcome. It used to take me like 2 days, and like now I'm like still like my body is still on California time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been good though. I keep hurting myself though.
You do many dates.
Yeah, you know, and then I go straight from this to Slayer, and as long as I can stop hurting myself.
Yeah.
I like almost pulled my fingernail off the other day, and like it a little bit painful playing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Why is thrash metal so successful in Germany still?
Yeah, I don't know. Germany was always like one of our first homes away from home.
Yeah.
And they just responded to it, you know, and there's so many great German thrash metal bands too, you know. It's not just us Americans, you know, like Creator, Sodom, Destruction.
Yeah, Creator.
Yeah, they're all like friends of mine and musical heroes of their own, legends, you know, and like, and Germany just loves some thrash metal. I don't know why.
Do.
They just love the sound of crunchy guitar.
I mean, guitar playing is so individual. So what's your navigation on the fretboard? What's your system?
I know like 5 licks.
5 licks.
Maybe 6 on a good day. You know, I'm a hard rock guitar player who plays heavy metal. You know, I grew up on, you know, like Schenker and, you know, and Blackmore and Ted Nugent and AC/DC, you know, so it's just... Just all, you know, playing a little black.
Okay, so some kind of diminished arpeggios.
Yeah, you know, things I stole from Blackmore, and then
Yeah.
things I stole from Schenker. Because, you know, I'm old, you know, when we were learning to play, we didn't have online tablature or software programs to slow it down, you know, and keep
Just
the
had your
pitch.
ears.
Yeah, and what you do is you sat and tried to learn your favorite Blackmore lick, but you learned it wrong, but then it becomes yours, kind of.
Yeah.
And now people learn everything note for note, and, you know, it's like...
I mean, every guitar player is having his own system of looking the fretboard, like seeing the chords or seeing the scales.
Yeah, you know, you find little things. Like I said, my finger's killing me right now, but you know, you little just ways to slide.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Just, you know.
But you said, so you're coming from all the traditional stuff, Blackmore, AC/DC.
Ted Nugent?
Yeah, Ted Nugent, of course. But what makes a metal riff a metal riff?
Well, now you're talking different stuff.
Yeah.
Now you're talking riffs, which riffs are my favorite thing. The solos, if someone said you have to give one up, the solos are gone. You know, I'm going to play riffs, you know. You know, I'd just rather chunk all day long, you know. I'd rather just do that.
Yeah, so it's all about the sound. I mean,
yeah, it's all about the right hand, you know, like other guys that play my guitar rig and it doesn't sound like me.
No, not at all. Because it's all about the fingers.
Yeah, Nuno Betancourt said he played Eddie Van Halen's rig and he was totally depressed that it didn't sound like Eddie. It sounded like Nuno, because it's all in the hands. You know?
So the electric guitar is the only instrument where you can feel the tone with the fingertips.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I set my action higher than most people, you know, because you know, I like it to where I can dig some low end out of it.
You have interesting dots on that guitar, man.
Bullet shells.
bullet.
They all were provided for me by one of my best friends, who's a retired sheriff,
Yeah.
Mr. Jason Gooding. And yeah, I'm a big supporter of law enforcement.
Sure.
You know, so we came up with the idea for this guitar. And then I went on eBay and like I wanted a cop badge. And I searched cop badges, and like literally the fourth or fifth badge down was from Holtville Police Department. It was meant to be, right? And so, you know, I have the Holtville Police Department badge, and then I added the bullet shells, and I got 12 gauge shells here. They get used a lot, so they're tarnished, you know. Great guitar, though.
Awesome.
I love this.
So it's a true custom, is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is
it's
like
it's
one of a
true.
kind. You know, for the blind guy, you know, they light up. you know.
I mean, you're working with ESP for years, so.
For a long time now. Yeah.
So what is important for you working with the guitar company?
Quality, you know, and they're also quality humans.
Yeah.
They're great people, you know, and
Yeah.
they're friends of mine, and we hang out, you know,
Yeah.
like, and we have a good time. And they build me some pretty crazy shit.
Yeah.
They've never said you're out of your mind yet.
No.
That I want one painted in my own blood. Sure. Well, I mean, they didn't have to paint it. So maybe if I asked them to paint it, they'd have told me I'm out of my mind. But you know, and like this one, and you know, so many others. I got a couple that are being built right now. A couple of new V's.
So it comes naturally, is it? So it's
Yeah, I mean,
you don't think about playing. You
No,
just
I know.
play.
I mean, I'm one of those guys. I play better when I'm not on the spot.
Yeah.
Like live, I don't feel on the spot. You think that's when you feel like, you know,
Like we all do,
like
yeah.
I was sitting here warming up. I was playing better than when you started interviewing
Yeah.
me.
I mean, you play guitars. I mean, you play guitar for 40 years, I think, and you did all the stage work and the studio work, and you writing songs, writing riffs, and writing solos. So, what is your ultimate tip for a young guitar player?
Ultimate tip:
What is the thing that matters?
listen to Angus Young. He'll teach you everything you need to know. I mean, you know, there's all these YouTube guitar players right now, and don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled that people are playing guitar. I'm amazed at some of these kids. They're doing shit I can't do, and they're like 8 years old. You know, it's awesome. But a lot of people, maybe when they get a little older, they'll find their own voice, you know? Like you see a lot of guitar players online, and they're shredding, they're doing incredible shit, but their tone sounds the same to everyone because they haven't found their own voice yet. They're just working with whatever plug-in is out there, you know?
What do you
They
think
gotta
about-
like get amps. Amps are good.
Amps are good.
Amps feed back. Amps communicate with you.
It's all about guitar sound, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's all about that marriage between the hand, the pickup, the guitar, the speaker, you know? I mean, I use my quad, but it's still plugged into an amp, you know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So what did you play all the early days? Like, I was wondering, I mean, there was only JCM 800 or JCM 900.
800s.
That's it?
Yeah, 800s, modified. I still have them. You know, I
Yeah.
have like 3 of the best 800s on Earth.
On Earth.
On Earth.
Still use them?
They're retired.
Yeah.
I have profiles of them, though.
All right.
But if you listen to Tempo of the Damned, you know, Exodus, that's 2 tracks of guitars, 1 mic per track, straight into the head.
All right.
And it's one of the sickest guitar sounds ever. And that wasn't even my number 1 amp. It was my number 2, because my number 1 was making a little noise. And, you know, that's a whole nother story of me and Andy Sneap trying to get it fixed, and the car got towed. And we're standing on the street with no car and holding a JCM 800 in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out what happened to the car that was parked right here when we went into the repair shop to get the amp fixed, you know. But they're awesome.
So what boosters did you use in the early days? So what boosters or what?
Super
what
overdrive
pedals?
usually. Boss Super
the
overdrive.
Boss, the yellow one.
Sometimes a tube screamer, you know.
Yeah.
Like this profile right here is just the factory profile of a Jubilee with a tube screamer replica in front of it.
You told me before you're using the Jubilee. I was.
Yeah, I love them. That's a Jubilee. like it. It's a warm amp. It's crushing, but it's a little warmer than like the 800.
The guitar sound on the last Exodus album is insane.
Yeah, that's the Jubilee.
Just in the face.
Yeah, like the new album we just recorded, we literally rolled my live rig in and put a mic on it, and that was it. We didn't touch anything.
Yeah.
It was like the exact thing, same thing I have at home, you know?
I like the way you do all the licks. I mean, it's not scale oriented. It's different.
No, that riff is
different.
insane. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's a
More chromatic.
yeah, and it's a knuckle twister for
Yeah.
sure. You know, your hand will get confused after a while.
Yeah.
Like by the time you get through the open riff and into the verse, you know, if you like your fingering gets a little bit off, it's almost impossible to get it back.
Looks like a warm up a little bit.
What's that?
Looks like a warm up.
Yeah, yeah. You can do it anywhere you want.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Good for riffing.
I should work on some solos around.
So sometimes there's not a big difference between the solo idea and the riffing idea.
Yeah, I'm a
it's the
rhythmic.
same, yeah.
I'm a rhythmic lead player anyway. You know, I like to mute when I solo. You know, just like I like to mute when I riff. You know.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Okay, Gary, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to do the workshop here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the crowd is waiting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do it. So see you tonight at the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.